Kiwis.
Now, please welcome the show for bloody good Kiwis across the country.
It's time.
Hey, it's time for This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
You're on the radio.
Oh yeah.
It's the Daily Bhuja, most people would know. They're the stars of the very own radio show. There ain't no other, I'm not sad to say. So stay under the table, cause they've been drinking people under for days. Keep on talking if they don't like what they hear. They'll have the guts for land, dispose it right between your ears. Smooth talkers, they got the gift and the gab. As far as mom's concerned, say hello to your new dad.
Oh, g'day New Zealand. Welcome to Daily Bhuja. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. It's the 14th of November 2018. And from all the team here at the Daily Bhuja team, we hope you're having a great day. Lee Hart, g'day, mate.
G'day, mate. I couldn't have said it better myself, actually. What a great intro there.
Thanks, mate.
Just listen to that song there from Tom Knowles and the fellas. Well, you know, what a great theme song. It makes me wonder, is that going to be a thing tomorrow at the Vodafone Music Awards?
Oh, you mean a nominee, perhaps?
Yeah, is that a category?
As best theme song or something
Best
like
theme?
that? Yeah, not a bad idea. I think it would win if it was. I can't think of any other radio show in the country that has a theme song. Can anyone else?
No.
Yeah, but that's not what would win. It's just
No,
a-
I mean, it would
yeah,
win because it was the best,
yeah,
obviously,
that's right,
but
yeah.
I can't think of another theme song.
No, exactly.
While I'm here on behalf of my corner of the show, I'd like to concur with everything that you guys have said thus far.
Thanks, mate.
That's good. What a great show we've got, Jace. We've got guests, we've got music, we've got ads.
International Pickle Day today.
Yes,
We've got
it
the
is.
boys from McClure's coming in, and we'll be talking pickles, which is always an exciting topic for us.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Plenty of prizes too. Big Boys Toys tickets. We've got
Is that
Hold
your
on, fellas.
content
Fellas,
notebook?
Just before you go on,
Kiwi Bong tickets. We got.
Are we still doing the Muse thing?
Yeah, you can go see Muse.
carry on. I've got nothing.
Live.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to a song and then you can find your notes and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
But yes, to answer your question, yes, people can go in the draw to see Muse.
For Muse?
Being drawn on Monday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant.
Last few days to get in there.
KFC Willis Chicken.
Oh, KFC Wheel of Chicken. How could we
Exactly.
forget?
Yeah.
Here's Arctic Monkeys. This is Bhuja.
Bhuja with Lee and Jace. Text them on 3483 or call 0800 HODAKI.
Arctic Monkeys there on Radio Hodeki this Wednesday afternoon. Nice to have your company. Now, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, it's National Pickle Day.
Oh, that's right.
And when we say it's National Pickle Day, it's actually National Pickle Day in the USA, not New Zealand.
Does that mean we are now officially making it International Pickle Day?
Well, we kind of are, because it is National Pickle Day in America, but now we're eating our own deep-fried pickles, because we've got Nick from McClure Pickles in the studio with us. G'day, mate.
Hello.
Tell us what you brought us here, Nick, because they're absolutely
these are
sensational.
Beautiful, aren't they? These are McClure's sweet and spicy crinkle cut, but they've been lovingly deep fried by the guys at Lowbrow in a light batter served with nacho cheese and a nacho crumb.
Oh,
Now, can I ask a very obvious question? And look, what is a pickle? Because in a way, a pickle is a literal pickle, but also a process.
Yeah.
You have a pickled onion.
Or a way of life, even.
You
for
know what I
some.
mean? So you've got a pickled onion.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
become a pickle?
well,
Is
initially,
that a
when,
pickled onion?
when Tom said to me today we were going to be talking about pickles,
Yeah.
I was thinking a pickle as in a spread. You know, like a chuck
pickle
lily.
lily. Oh, yeah.
Or like a piccalilli or something like
like
that.
a chow chow.
Or a chow chow. But then, of course, that's not what you're about. You're about actual pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, yes
Yeah.
and yes. The pickling is the process, and the pickle for the US is what you end up with, meaning the gherkin or the cucumber
Yes.
you end up with at the end.
There you go. So do you have pickles that haven't been pickled? If you know what I mean, do you sell them?
No, unpickled pickles.
You've got to pickle the pickle. Before it
I haven't
becomes a
unpickled
proper
my
pickle.
to pickle my pickle.
Yeah.
Pardon my ignorance, but what's the difference between a pickle and a gherkin?
Well, a
Nothing.
gherkin hasn't been pickled.
Nothing. A pickle is a gherkin. A gherkin is a small pickle, typically, but not as small as a cornichon.
But would a big pickle be a gherkin?
I'm getting confused now. A big pickle wouldn't be a gherkin. It would be a pickle still.
Can
I'd
you-
call it a large pickle.
What about, can you pickle a courgette?
Yeah, well, I haven't tried it. These
Okay.
are cucumbers. I mean, typically, it's just a cucumber. Cornichon is a baby cucumber. arrested development. It's been taken before its time. A gherkin was allowed to grow a little longer, and then the larger cucumbers you see are kind of the ones that you might have seen as battered spears that the likes of Burger do.
Yeah, there you go.
Could
They're the big
could you
boys.
pickle a normal-sized cucumber and turn it into a gherkin?
No,
That's good question. That's a stretch.
no.
And
What do
and-
gherkins taste like without being pickled?
Cucumbers.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like you find on your classic cucumbers.
Because I can't say I've ever had an unpickled gherkin.
Which begs the question why you can't pickle it and turn it into a gherkin.
Yeah.
Is a cucumber a mini gherkin? I mean, sorry, is a
Massive.
gherkin a mini cucumber?
Well, that was my
A
first
gherkin
question.
is a
Oh.
cucumber. Yeah, a gherkin is a cucumber.
But it hasn't been pickled.
Or a
You come back
variety.
round to my
There's
first
lots
question.
of different varieties of cucumbers.
Well, let's talk about the
Or
deep frying,
pickle.
because what you've done here.
Can you what? 'Cause I
pickle-
wanna eat some of
it was
these
a
things
pickle.
while you're doing.
It is a pickle.
It is.
And you've deep fried this. I've never
Yeah.
had this sensation before. It's a bit of a cheese sauce.
Yeah, nacho cheese
This
dipping
is,
sauce.
I never thought I would actually say this, to die for.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Because when you think about it, Nick, you don't really think in terms of pickles about deep frying, do you? What
What I do all
Oh,
the
you
time,
do?
I fantasize about deep frying pickles, and
Okay.
you know, it's the thing that gets me through my week.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first thought of a deep fried pickle, I mean, oh god, that'd be heinous. But these
No, it's beautiful.
are to die for.
Yeah, I mean, if you can end up with soggy ones where the batter's sliding off the thing,
Mm.
and they are awful. I'm with you, but if done right, and the guys at Lowbrow have killed it with these, but Burger do it particularly well. Woodpecker Hill have
Yep.
done it very well. If you do it right, then you end up with an amazing contrast between a vinegary kind of off the back
Yep.
of the brine, freshening kind of heart to a crispy golden outer. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
had that in a fish and chip shop, you know, you get
Oh, hell
free
yeah.
fish, a scuba chips, and 10 deep
Pickles.
fried pickles. I'd go that over anything else.
Yeah, so would I, mate. Absolutely.
These are like a
Absolutely.
fine wine, really.
Can I ask you in
I
terms
actually
of
wasn't joking about those beers.
in terms of the batter? Do you have a particular batter that you use specifically for the gherkin or
No,
for
I've-
the
I've
pickle?
got- these ones have been done in a wet batter, so the kind of that you might find in fish and chips, and
Oh, yeah.
they'll be
Yep.
crumbed. So people will try different approaches with it. They freeze them, batter them that way. My personal favourite, I like a light batter, so give me a tempura something with a lot of air. through
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Maybe
a big
beer
fan of
batter.
tempura.
You know?
Let's give a bit of a history on this. When did you first get into pickles? How long have McClure's been doing this whole thing?
McClure's, the recipes, an old family recipe, so like 4 generation of picklers, kind of went from France to Ireland to America, a long story. The brothers who were making it started commercialising it in 2012, so they started as a hobby, making more and more of them on the market, and then they ended up with a lot of pickles and people asking them if they could make more, ended up commercialising it. And now they employ mum and dad who are in the business, it's aunts, uncles, cousins. They moved the business to Detroit, took over an old axle factory, left all the big heavy lifting gear in there, and literally ran a pickling belt down the middle of this factory.
Right.
Started working with farmers in the home state of Michigan all the way down to Mexico. Now trucks deliver pickles all year round into their factory, and the families stand on this belt pickling by hand, like 9,000 jars a day. So-
Brilliant. We'll hold it there for a second, Nick. We'll go to a song and we'll be back shortly because I want to eat
with
some
pickle
more.
chat.
Yeah, with pickle chat.
You got a sting for pickle chat?
Obviously. It's this one.
Yeah, I'm more
Primal Scream there. You're listening to Radio Hodeki this Wednesday afternoon. Now, it's International Pickle Day. Well, no, National Pickle Day, but in the United States, not New Zealand.
Well, that makes it
Well,
international.
so we're making it
We're
international.
celebrating.
Officially, we're the first radio network, if you like, to embrace National Pickle Day in New Zealand.
Indeed. Now, we've got Nick from McClure's Pickles in with us.
Can I
So
play the Pickle Day sting?
Yeah, go for it. It's interesting you're talking about how it's turned into this huge family business, you know. I was watching a program the other day about the old Tabasco sauce, you know, Tabasco sauce.
Yep.
And how the guy that started that, in the 20 years that he ran that business, when he started the business, he made 237,000 bottles of Tabasco sauce in 20 years. Today, they make twice that in one day.
Wow.
Twice that in one day.
Wow.
And it's still going strong.
Yeah.
So it's a family business. Do you guys have, I mean, obviously your own sort of specialty brines?
Yep. Yeah, they do.
Brines?
Brines.
Special. Yeah, I mean, that's probably... And what can you do?
That
use-
is what differentiates
Yeah.
you from everyone else, I
Funny you
imagine.
should say that,
that
Jason.
you
I
choose
actually
to
bumped
pickle.
into Brian the other day, and
Oh, did you?
he asked after you.
Oh, how is he, by the way?
Good, Brian. He said, "How's Jace going?" I said, "Good, thanks, Brian."
Yeah, good.
Anyway, carry on.
We've got several prawns in the factory, yeah, and that'll be the closely guarded secret. That and the seed variety of cucumber used.
Yeah.
And what they end up pickling.
Oh, is it a sea cucumber?
Sea cucumbers.
The seed variety.
Oh,
there'll be
right,
a
I
whole
got you.
raft of different kinds that you can do. You want low water content and not too many seeds. That's kind of the key.
Yeah, because I imagine that you guys do you do a spicy brine?
Yep, we do a spicy brine.
Because everyone seems to want to have a bit of chili and everything these days. Or is that just
Chili
me?
and vinegar. No, you're right. But these things are very good for you. You know, to make
Have you ever thought about dropping a little bit of yeast in the spicy brine and letting it ferment over maybe a few months with the pickles in there? You take the pickles out, beautiful, and then you've got like a moonshine style alcoholic beverage,
like a kombucha pickle marriage.
Kombucha, beautiful.
You're so on trend at the moment. I mean, that would be good for your gut. I mean, pickles are good for your gut health anyway, but that could be taken
You
to
could
another level.
go, God, he was well pickled last night, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Well, it would be literally so. Yeah, he was totally pickled. He'd been hoeing into the McClures. Because they do say that in terms of health, that you should actually eat a little bit of pickle before you start eating food, because it gets the gut digestion sort of happening, doesn't it?
That's true. Athletes will drink pickle brine to rehydrate because you'll more quickly rehydrate off the back of drinking pickle
Oh, look,
brine.
when I used to do the marathons, I used to suck on and chew on a few pickles just before the and during the race. Actually, I'd have pickles in my belt. And just chew on those as I was doing the 50k.
Pickle power.
Pickle
I
power.
remember
pickle
it used to be
power,
that when you used to do the 400 metres as well, Jason.
Yeah.
I remember you always used to have a couple of pickles before the gun went off.
Yeah.
During
I'd
the-
freak out actually, Nick, if I turned up for an event and I didn't have my pickles.
I'm the same. I mean, I barely can roll out of bed these days without first, popping a couple of pickles.
That'll be why you did an extra 8Ks on top of the 42Ks, which is a marathon.
Yeah, totally.
I tell you. So where to from here with the pickles? So McClure's obviously is going well here in New Zealand.
Yeah, and with National Pickle Day that we've kind of borrowed or stolen and converted to International Pickle Day, we've got quite a few places jumping on
Look,
board.
we've done the
so
same with Halloween and Guy Fawkes. For
Why
God's
not
sake,
pickle?
why can't we do
not
pickle?
pickle? Well,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
should we miss out, frankly? So we've got Hallertau Brewery are doing a few things with the pickles, with McClure's. We've got Augustus just around the corner there. They're doing a few things. Burger, as I mentioned.
Nice.
Burger have managed to get 2 entire jars of McClure's sweet and spicy pickle onto a single burger patty. Something to behold if you're
Yeah,
up online.
nice.
Have a look at that if you're really into your pickle.
Because the
burger.
pickle, that's a good point. The pickle makes a big difference in a burger, I reckon.
I think, to me, it takes it right across the finish line.
and I'll tell you what else I like about McClure's is that the big jars you use. They're
sensible
great because they're
size.
great afterwards. You don't throw those away, Nick.
No,
don't throw
you
those
don't.
jars away. You can use them for all sorts of goodies in your pantry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if people wanted to get some McClure's, where do they go?
Well, you can go down to your local New World or store. You'll find them there to make your own. And the recipe's online with lowbrow. But otherwise, I'd go to one of those places I mentioned.
And you've got one that's really
Anywhere.
spicy, don't you?
We do,
Yeah,
And in
I like
fact, eat that habanero in there, and that's something else altogether.
Beautiful. You're with Pickle Chat here on Hodaki.
Pressure.
Here, then, that's my pen, that is.
Yeah, well, it's also you thumping the microphone with your fist.
Is it?
I mean, the effect would have been much better. But I tell you what, every time I hear Dave singing, it just the memories just come flooding back.
Especially
it's
that
weird.
song there, Under Pressure, because whenever I'm under pressure, and it is quite often around here,
Yeah.
as you are, I know,
Yeah, I am massively under pressure at the
I
moment.
take a lot of solace from that song. Because Dave was under pressure, Freddie was under pressure.
I was thinking about the last time I saw Freddie actually, and he was this true, in the truest sense of the word, the life and soul of the party, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Absolute life and soul of the party. And every time, it didn't matter what sort
He was
of mood
always
you're
nice to
in.
leave, wasn't he?
Yeah, it didn't matter what mood you're in. You spend 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes with Freddie,
Yep.
and boom, you're in a good mood straight away.
When were those parties?
You knew it, and you spent a night with Freddie, you certainly knew about it.
Well, I didn't spend any nights with him. I just mean
that's what you said.
Well, no, when I spent some time with him, when a party situation, I didn't spend
yeah.
a night with
So it
him.
was daytime. You
Well,
were
day parties.
No, it wasn't a day party. It was like a party. All I'm
Barbecues.
saying is that I didn't spend the night with Freddie Mercury.
Well, you left.
literally.
I didn't literally spend the night with him, no.
So what? You went and had a good time, then went home.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Freddie, he loved a good party. I'll give him that much. God, bit of a night owl, wasn't he? Remember catching a few late night taxis with him.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever give him any sort of musical tips or anything like that? Or Because when it comes to front men, actually, you can't get much better than Freddie
Yeah,
Mercury.
but you can't teach that. You
No,
can't teach
it's
what
instinct,
Freddie
it's
had,
gut.
It's
It's just like, I don't think you can teach people to be top radio DJs either, Lee, to be
the
fair.
last time I saw him? The last time I saw him, I was getting in a cab home in London, in Camden, I think. And we're in this cab, and I was going on further than him. I was dropping him off at...
Oh, was he getting in the cab with you?
He was in the same cab, black
Oh, right.
cab. And we stopped in an apartment, and I carried on. I said, Freddie, I've got this one, mate. I've got this one. I've got the cab.
Which is hugely generous of you, given that he was a mega star and would have been no skin off his. It was probably free
People
anyway.
like that don't carry a lot of cash on them.
No.
So he got out, and I carried on where I was going to Chelsea, and got out of the cab and realised I had no money on me.
Speaking of which, when I was going home last night, I got one of those window cleaners, right?
At home?
At the lights, when they come in and they start doing your windscreen. And like Freddie, I don't carry cash either. I never carry cash. And this guy did my windscreen, and I was going, no. And then he came to my window, and I was sort of looking in my little dash area trying to find a coin, and I said, sorry, mate, I've got no coins. And he looked at me and went, wanker. What's
Yep.
that about?
Yep.
I didn't ask for you to do this. I don't carry money. How can you call me a wanker?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I did the same thing. Day before yesterday, I was going home. Maybe it might have been the same lights, actually. Because you go that east, then west, don't you?
Yeah, east, west.
And same thing. These guys doing the window, and the guy I had nothing. I had no money, nothing at all.
And two of them were doing it.
That's right. And you're looking around, go, what can I do? And you're feeling around, end up getting an old bread roll, a bun that one of the kids had left from one of their school lunches, on the passenger seat.
Yeah,
Been there
yeah.
for a couple of days. I said, sorry, mate, that's all I've got. Gave it to him. You know what he said?
What?
Wanker.
Oh. Here's Nirvana, this is Bhuja.
Bhuja with Lee Hart, Jason Hoyt, and Loco de Noche, the Night Wolf, on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, Nirvana there on Radio Hodaki Wednesday afternoon. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Chase. Can I just say to the Kiwis out there, look, this show is nothing without you. And I'll take that a step further and say a really crap show can be made better by your texting.
By your participation.
Yeah, by getting involved. You can help salvage a really bad show. So
Well, obviously,
get
it's
involved.
nothing without them, because if they didn't listen, then the ratings would be terrible. We'd get fired.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
saying.
tell you what, if there was no one listening to the show, it'd take the pressure off, wouldn't it?
You would actually.
In the end, it would just be a conversation between the three of us. Let's be honest.
with you, I think it would be a better show.
Yeah.
Because there'd be no pressure. I'd run with a lot of the stuff I wouldn't normally run with.
Yeah.
And I think overall, in hindsight, it would be a better show.
The danger would be that you would tend to go and chat about what you chat about off air usually, which probably,
Yeah,
which would
but,
be great conversation, but just not suitable for
which
the
would be
listeners.
the kind of material that in 5 years' time would be the sort of stuff they're after. We're ahead of our time. That's the problem, Jason.
Yeah.
If we're making massive assumptions that people are listening, there could be no one listening right now.
Well,
Text
that's
me
true.
483 now if you're not listening.
Often what happens with our humour, Lee Hart, is you can
Is that what you call that?
You can almost guarantee a year down the line, someone will be walking down the street and they'll go, "Oh,
I get it now.
that's right."
I see why they did pickle chat now.
Yeah,
At the time, I
exactly.
didn't get it, but now, genius. On that note, a mate of mine, I was going to catch up with him, but his flight got delayed. He was coming in from the airport. And it reminded me, remember those gigs we used to do when we first met?
Yeah.
At the airport. We
yeah.
used to do it at Auckland Airport, Christchurch Airport. So people, how it used to work. Remember those massive delays, like with the weather and stuff, and 3 or 4 flights all being delayed?
Yes.
People are getting pretty testy. What they would do, look, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, your flight 706 to Christchurch has been delayed a further hour, but do not stress. To entertain you now is comedians Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt. And we'd come out and do our
Jeez,
stand-up
that's
routine.
going back a bit.
And the departure lounge,
Yeah.
try to entertain a whole lot of people who are pretty much, pretty wound up. But our job was to...
Didn't we have the phrase, "You're not going anywhere without a chuckle"?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
But the problem was, everybody was so wound up and so tense. It took about an hour to break the ice. So
Yeah.
we were doing a long gig in those days, a long set. And just as they were defrosting, if you like, and starting to warm to us, they'd go, "Your flight's now boarding," and everyone would just walk out.
Just disappear,
And you
yeah.
and I would be stuck there with an empty departure lounge, waiting for arrivals to come in.
And on the precipice of our very best material as well.
Yeah. So the arrivals would come in, they'd get the punchline.
Yeah.
But the departure people got the setup.
Yeah. Well, those are good times, though, mate. When you look back on them, I mean, it was tough.
I don't think we'd be here today if it wasn't for those days.
If you want to actually get really good at comedy, what you should, and particularly as a stand-up comedian, what you should do is go and do comedy gigs at where people have had their
that's right.
departure delayed, because there's no more testing environment than that, mate.
That's right.
Really pissed off travellers waiting to go somewhere. If you can succeed there, you can succeed anywhere.
Especially if you're doing okay and you're using the PA system, and then they've actually missed their next flight because they didn't hear their boarding call.
Oh yeah, that happened a couple of times too, didn't it? Jeez.
What about funeral homes? If you get a laugh there, you're doing
Different
well.
kind of audience, but
If you get a laugh there, you're doing well.
yeah.
No, I actually find funerals, generally speaking, Matty, people are hanging out for a bit of a chuckle.
It's true. When someone's doing a eulogy, if they can chuck a joke in there, breaks the ice, everyone laughs a little. It's nervous laughter.
Yeah.
But it's always nice.
For sure. Hey, let's take a break. This is Bhuja.
The world famous Radio
This is Houston.
Hodaki.
Say again, please.
Houston, we have a gig.
That's the Killers. You're listening to Radio Hodaki.
On the radio.
Muse, live in Houston thanks to Air New Zealand Grab a Seat and the latest Muse album, Simulation Theory.
Geez, wouldn't that be good, New Zealand? Going to see Muse in Houston with you and a mate. Good times. You want to choose go to the seventh caller, Lee? I'll let you go to the seventh caller.
I'll certainly
yeah.
do that.
It's a direct flight, I think. Auckland to
Here
Houston,
we
is it?
go. Come in, caller.
Hey, g'day, how you doing?
Yeah,
G'day,
good,
mate.
thanks.
Who are we talking to?
This is Andrew.
Andrew.
Are you in Wellington, Andrew?
I am in Wellington.
Do you work for Colgate?
I do work for Colgate.
God, I'm good.
God, it's amazing
Very
information.
knowledgeable.
Are you a size 9 shoe?
Yes, I am a size 9 shoe.
Far out. Isn't it amazing the stuff that you can find out just on the screen there? About Andrew, who works for Colgate, he's got a size 9 shoe, and he's in Wellington.
That's right.
And I'm guessing you've got brown hair.
I've got very little hair, but it was brown.
There you go.
Trump supporter, that's weird.
Blue eyes?
No, hazel eyes.
Hazel.
Put that in the computer for next time.
Okay, can you put Hazel there? Tom, can you put Andrew's got hazel eyes,
How do you spell
please?
it? H-A-Z-E.
Well, look, Andrew,
H-A-Z-E.
the good news, of course, is you are the seventh caller, which means
Fantastic.
you are automatically in the draw. Who would you take with you should you win?
The wife.
The wife.
Good call,
Fantastic.
Andrew.
How long have you been married for?
10 years tomorrow.
Oh,
brilliant.
nice. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Very much.
Good on you,
want
man.
to take an opportunity to perhaps give your wife an on-air anniversary shout-out?
Well, I'd have to do that tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
No, but
Andrew.
we it's preempting it.
Anniversary Eve.
Well, no, what we can do, because we know that he's got hazel eyes, he's from Wellington. Tom, can you put in that it's Andrew's wedding anniversary tomorrow, please? So when it comes up, Andrew, we'll get you on air.
Great wedding anniversary gig, like present, wouldn't it?
Fantastic.
Good on you, mate.
How long have you guys been married for?
I've
You
been
guys.
married for 22 years.
Did you get married young?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to
Very
say. I've been on more of a sliding scale, kind of more of a, it's complicated.
Sliding downhill or just a sliding scale? Hey, Andrew, good on you, buddy. Stay on the line. Tom will look after you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Talking Heads, Psycho Killer.
Bhuja with Lee Hart, Jason Hoyt, and Lobo de Noche, the Night Wolf on Radio Hodaki.
Psycho Killer there, Talking Heads on Radio Hodaki. This Wednesday afternoon, don't forget, around 5:20, we'll be doing, as always on a Wednesday, the KFC Wheel of Chicken.
Yes, indeed. And we've changed it up this week with a bit of a quiz at the beginning.
Yeah.
Always a bit of fun. Everyone loves a quiz.
Well, and it always feels so much better to, win something after you've accomplished something.
You've earned it, yeah.
Because I was beginning to get the vibe with KFC Wheel of Chicken that it was too easy. I mean, all people were saying is spin it that way and do it hard, pretty much.
Well, it's all on the person spinning it, isn't it? Who is rather educated and knows how good a spinning
Yeah, I know what you're
to do.
saying, though, Jace. A lot of it seemed a bit of a lottery in a way. Well, not a lottery. It seemed almost like a rigged lottery.
Yeah. People would come up to me in the supermarket all the time and say, why is it with the KFC Wheel of Chicken that everyone wins a $100 KFC voucher?
Well, you're
and I
mistaken.
said, well, you'll have to speak to Lobo de Noche about that. He does the spin.
You're mistaking rigging for skill.
Well, I'll tell you another thing. Why don't we take the KFC...
You've got very supple wrists. I know that much, Matt.
Why don't we take the KFC Wheeler Chicken on the road? Get it out of the studio, take it out and about, around the city, around the small towns of New Zealand, set it up in the middle of the town, do it right there.
Sure. Could we have like buckets of chicken and stuff like that on the side, you know, to give away as prizes?
You know all the small towns there, they have the big icons, like the Rakai's got the big fish and...
Yeah, the big carrot.
Yeah, that's all this sort of stuff.
Huntley's got the Decker sign.
There you go. We set the Wheeler Chicken, because it's an icon in itself anyway.
Yeah, it is.
So we set the chicken wheel up there in front of it, thousands of people come around, and we play it right there. A road trip.
It would be a little bit different though, wouldn't it? Having people actually looking at it while it's spinning.
I can see Manaya on the phones actually making
Yeah.
speak.
Hey, did we get any further with regards to the KFC Adair? Because, of course, we went down to the KFC in Fort Street, was it?
Yep.
We did the show from there, and we
How'd
sold
you finish
out.
up that night, actually, because we lost you straight after the show.
Oh, no, I went straight
went down
home.
left down Fort Street, we went down right. Where'd you go?
Oh, yeah, I know. I just had a bit of a tight hammy, so I thought I'd get a bit of a loosen up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were
massage.
stretching it out in that pokies room at the sports bar?
Oh, after, yeah. Right. Yeah, well, no, first I got a massage, man.
I see.
Yeah. Not from Mr. Chang.
No, he's not down there.
No, I know he's not. And then I went to the sports bar and said, what did you guys end up doing? Because you were sneaking all sorts of stuff around the place, weren't you, at that stage? What did you guys end up doing?
Same as you.
Oh, did you get a massage as well, did you?
No.
No,
We
played the
came
pokies.
back. We came back to the station, brought all the wheel of chicken back here and all the gear and that back here, and had nearly none, I think.
Okay.
Are we going to do that? Name that tune?
Oh, we'll do that after 5, eh?
Well, it
Or
has
are
to
we
be
gonna,
now, doesn't it?
I think we've got to do that song.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, right, okay.
Let's get straight into it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Oh, too much.
Easy. Stop. If you can name that tune, New Zealand, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. Love to hear from
And
you.
you win Big Boys Toys tickets.
Oh, you do?
This is Hodaki News.
Kia ora, good afternoon. Lauren Mabbott here with your Hodaki update. The trial of famous drug trafficker El Chapo has begun in New York. He ran a cartel from 1989 to 2014, which at its height smuggled $10 million of cocaine into the States a day. His sons now partly run the cartel. About 3,000 overseas teachers have applied to work in New Zealand. 550 of them have been screened and are ready to be hired. The government wants an extra 850 teachers in Kiwi classrooms next year. And a Christchurch man's been convicted and discharged after voting 11 times in last year's general election. Michael Turner says he just wanted to boost the vote for his party. It hasn't been revealed who he was voting for. That's news. And in sport, the All Blacks and Springboks will meet in a Rugby World Cup dress rehearsal in Wellington next year during their Rugby Championship campaign. NZR's confirmed the sides will do battle on July 27th before focus switches towards their opening pool match in Japan in September. Meanwhile, the All Blacks and Black Ferns will take part in another Eden Park double-header in 2019. The White Ferns 2020 World Cup hopes have suffered a big blow in the Caribbean. New Zealand have been beaten by 33 runs in their pool match against Australia. And Tall Blacks guard Corey Webster's pulled out of the upcoming World Cup qualifiers with fatigue and niggling injuries. The team played Jordan in Christchurch on November 29 and Syria in Wellington on December 2nd. I'm Lauren Mabbott. All the latest news and sport is online at nzherald.co.nz.
This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Yeah, sure is. Hope your Wednesday afternoon's going along okay. New Zealand, before 5, as always, we had Lee Hart's Name That Tune, and the phone lines have gone crazy, as is expected for Name That Tune. Let's go to Kev. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
How's life, Kev?
Oh, mate, I'm fizzing. I'm about to head off to Vegas for me stag do in a couple of days with a big group of mates.
Oh,
Las Vegas or Road to Vegas?
That'd be the Las Vegas.
Brilliant.
Definitely Las Vegas. I don't think we could handle Roto. No, we're looking forward. Actually, I was going to ask you, Lee, because we're all taking a box of Changi over each in our checked luggage. Do you have any tips for taking Changi long haul?
You should be fine. You putting in your check luggage, are you?
We are, yeah. We've got some bubble wrap, but we're unsure if we'll need it.
Yeah, well,
but we're just going to slap it in there in the box.
the best tip I could give you is take one box in your check luggage and then another box in your carry-on. just to cover your
Beautiful.
bases, just in case one doesn't get through.
But you can't take anything over 50 mil.
Through liquid.
Yeah.
You may have to drink that then in the queue.
I reckon you
with
stuff your socks and undies in the box, and then they won't smash.
Well, there you go. Yeah, just pack them. Just pack them.
Get them in there.
Or you could just, individually wrap each bottle if you wanted with that plastic wrap.
And I'll tell you what, send some photos of you guys drinking the Changi over in Vegas. Would be great for us.
Oh, we've actually got Speedo Cops outfits as well for the strip. So,
Oh, my
we
God.
Good stuff, Kev.
This is brilliant.
Well, mate, you have a brilliant time. Can you name a
Cheers,
tune?
mate. Cheers, Jace.
Thanks, mate.
Does it wake me up before you go?
What the hell?
The old George Michael, what are they called? Wham.
Wham, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
Jeez.
Now go.
I'm sorry to say it's not Kev, but you don't care. You're going to Vegas with your mates.
Cheers, mate.
All right,
Cheers,
buddy.
mate.
Have a
Have a
good one,
good time,
Kev.
guys. Be safe. Have a good time.
Thanks, mate. Let's go to Noah.
Rest in
and
peace, Kev.
Noah and Kev. G'day, Matt.
G'day, how are you?
You're very well, Noah. Am I speaking to Noah or Kev?
This is Kevin, this is Noah's father, my son Noah, who rang. So
Yes.
he guessed the song, so he had to say it.
Okay, Noah, hit us with the song, Noah.
Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
Oh, yes.
She's just like that. Bang. Good on you, Noah. Well done, buddy. Are you a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You guys keen to go to Big Boys Toys?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there
Well,
we go.
we got tickets for you and 3 others.
Oh, outstanding. Thank you.
No worries, man.
Friday,
Well,
Saturday, Sunday. Going to be good.
Oh, love it. Right.
good on you, mate. Here's Rage Against the Machines down the line.
Daily Bhuja. It's on till 7 p.m. Then Matt's on his own later tonight on Radio Hauraki.
Stereophonics on Radio Hauraki. It was actually really good getting Nick from McClure's Pickles in because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of the batter. I'm a big fan of battering things. Like
There's not many things you can't put batter on.
Well, exactly
and
my
make
point.
it taste good.
Things even like cheeses, ice creams. You can batter everything these days.
You go a step further, like if Bear Grylls kind of scenario. He's eating...
He didn't deep fry much in that.
No, but if you could, like cockroaches and those slugs he eats, even a rat, if you deep fried it with a batter on it, you can eat anything.
You know what I do? And I stole it because we're going to get him in the studio, I believe. What's his name? Simon Gold.
Yeah.
I make a macaroni cheese, right?
He does a great deep fried rat recipe.
Yeah, well, this is his recipe. So I make a macaroni cheese, right? And you never eat all the mac cheese in one night. So you put it in the fridge. It cools.
Do you put bacon in that?
No, just my kids won't do bacon. It has to be simple cheese.
That's not normal.
But anyway,
corn.
No, Matt. So it gets cold, right? You've got your cold macaroni cheese, and then what you do, because it's cold, you can cut it into little cubes.
Yeah.
Or little tubes. Then you get that. You dip it in egg, right? Then you get that and you roll it in crumbs, and then you deep fry your macaroni cheese, and you get macaroni cheese hot. Delicious macaroni cheese cubes. Beautiful, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is what we were talking about the other day. With my macaroni cheese leftovers, remember we talked about the ice blocks? I'll put them in the ice cube thing,
Yes.
or my mould for my popsicles. I'll pour the macaroni cheese in there, press it in there, put a stick in it, give that to the kids later on. They show up to school on the weekends, on the street, hanging out with the kids, eating their popsicles and stuff.
Their
And my
macaroni
kids have
pops.
got a nice macaroni cheese popsicle, and they love it.
Oh, they stand out too, and all the other kids sort of group around them, don't they? Go, what do you got there, Sammy? It's my mac cheese pop.
Can I have a bite? No. He'll say no.
Yeah.
Not of this.
Well, can I have a suck? No.
No way.
What about a lick? No.
Beautiful.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go inside and see if Dad's got any more mac pops.
Yeah. You may have to have a fish pie one. We've run out of macaroni and cheese. Popsicles. Oh, God, eh? Miss those days.
Seriously, though, but if you ever do make macaroni cheese, do that. Put it in the fridge, make it cold, cut it into cubes, put it in an egg yolk and milk, roll it in crumbs, deep fry, bang.
Make sure you put corn and bacon in that.
And actually, it's good if you have
Definitely
a little, a nice sort of tomatoey relish, maybe something like that would go very nicely with it.
Not a Piccadilly?
Or a Piccadilly, yes, a
Do
Piccadilly.
you make your own macaroni or do you buy it?
No, I don't. I have actually, my daughter Scarlett and I, we got into this phase for a long time of making our own pasta, but the old macaroni's just a bit
It's a
too
tricky one.
Yeah,
in
it's just a
tubes.
bit. It's a bit fiddly, if you know what I
Because
mean.
you make your own macaroni elbows. How do you do that?
It's tough. I've got like a machine. I pump it through, but it's easy just to buy it nowadays, to be honest.
Yeah, and the quality's generally pretty good in terms of pastas.
Plus, it's like $1 for about 500 grams.
Yeah.
It costs you about $500 to make that amount the way.
I like to make a smoked chicken pasta with my elbows, actually.
Yeah.
Muse.
Oh, there's a new one. Pressure. What a tune.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a gig. Radio Hodaki.
The Cure Radio Hodaki.
Muse, live in Houston thanks to Air New Zealand Grab a Seat and the latest Muse album, Simulation Theory.
Yes, indeed, a hell of a prize. You and a mate go to Houston to see Muse live. It'll be an amazing trip, Matty.
And that's all thanks to Air New Zealand's Grab a Seat.
It sure is, my friend. Let's go to Butch in Rolleston. He's our 7th caller. G'day, Matt.
G'day, mate.
How's life, Butch?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, well, actually, a bit all over the place, but, you know, getting by, Butch, getting by.
That's good.
Jason's had a tough week, but he's getting there.
Getting there, mate, we're getting there. Hey, what's going on with Butch at the moment? What are you doing?
Just sitting on some Christchurch traffic.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, Butch, did you get involved with the races yesterday?
No, I had to work, unfortunately.
How about show day coming up this on
Was
Friday?
there the trots or something yesterday in Christchurch?
Big races, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're talking about horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to pass out yet or not.
Yeah,
Right,
well, there you
okay.
go. All right. Well, we'll put a good word in for you if it helps.
How's your miniatures going, Lee, by the way?
You're not too bad.
Yeah? Okay.
I think that a miniature, I mean, it's almost as much hassle as having a big horse, but on a smaller scale, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Concentrated, you have the same amount of hassle, but with a smaller horse.
Yeah. No, I know what you're
It's
saying.
almost worse.
So, Butch, if you were to win this prize and go over to Houston to see Muse, who would you take with you?
Oh,
Tough one, isn't it?
Send me a message, yeah. Oh, I better take the missus if she can get off work.
Yeah, of course she can. And if she
But
can't...
if she can't, there's no trouble.
Oh, look, don't be too enthusiastic about that, Butch. Jeez.
I don't
Well,
want
you
to
had
put
a
you on
day
the
off today.
I don't want to put you on the spot, Butch, but if you could only take, say, me, the Nightwolf, Jace, or Tom in Studio B, who would you take?
Oh, that's even tougher. Jace, I'd take Jace.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair
thanks,
enough.
Butch.
Fair enough.
Good
Fair
on
enough.
you, mate. I tell you what, hey, Tom, put an asterisk by Butch's name, would you please?
Actually, make it 2 asterisks.
Yeah, 2. 2 would be good. Stay on the line, buddy, and our good mate Tom will sort you out in Studio B, man.
Hey, cheers, guys.
Thanks, man. Oh, hey, KFC with a chicken. You want to play it? Give us a call right now, 0800 Hodaki. Chemical Brothers Radio Hodaki.
It's the KFC Wheel Chicken.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. And we've got Serena on the line from Waiheke Island. G'day, mate.
Hey.
How you going, Serena?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good. I bet it's a glorious day over there.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Serena, just a bit of admin, of course. Have you played the Wheel of Chicken before?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
Serena, are you between the ages of 18 and 55?
No.
Serena, are you between the ages of
18 and 56?
16 and 55?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Serena, are you 17?
Yeah.
Serena, what size shoe are you?
7.
7.
Tell you what, Serena,
Easy,
in 1 year you're going to love Waiheke a whole much more when you get to go to those vineyards.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point, Matty. Good point. Mind you, I'll
Actually
be
got
honest with
thrown
you.
off a vineyard a couple of years ago.
I don't think that people would tend to wait when they're 17. They just get into it anyway, don't
Have
they?
you been
Oh,
thrown
that's
out of a
immature.
vineyard? It's quite humiliating.
I certainly never had my first drink till I was 18.
Why did you get thrown off a vineyard? Sorry, Serena, we're just getting waylaid here. Why did you get thrown off a vineyard?
Well, if I knew that, I probably wouldn't have been thrown out.
No, okay, no, fair point. Now, Serena, this is very exciting. You do realise, of course, this is going to change your life playing the KFC Wheel of Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've got a question for Serena?
I
like
did,
a
but I
quiz?
think we can bypass that on this occasion.
Okay.
Do you ever see the Mad Butcher? He lives over there.
I think I've seen him like once or twice.
Okay.
Okay, maybe a Waiheke Island question.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I've got.
What time does the last ferry leave Waiheke for Auckland?
Oh, midnight. Oh, sorry.
That's for Serena.
Sorry.
Matt?
Kind of. Because I've missed it so many times.
12:30, is it?
There you go.
No one actually knows, really.
There you go. Well done, Serena. All right. Now, do you want
whatever
hard,
it is, I've missed it a couple of times.
a hard, medium, or soft spin?
Hard.
And clockwise, anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Hard clockwise. Thanks,
Nice.
Matty.
We had that actually for about 8 weeks. That combo.
No, we haven't. Oh, we got Green Day coming up.
Can we just keep spinning the wheel right through the Green Day track?
I'll spit it again.
Oh! You're kidding me. Serena, you've won a $100 KFC voucher.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Is there a KFC on Waiheke?
Nah.
Oh, that's all right. You just,
Ferry over.
pop over, get some KFC, pop back to the Waiheke, get all your mates over.
There's one on Fort Street, about 5-minute walk from the ferry terminal.
Yeah, true.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Serena, you enjoy that. Thanks for playing the KFC Wheel of Chicken. You stay on the line.
Thanks.
Thanks, mate.
I think Serena's the first person from Waiheke Island to win the KFC Wheel of Chicken.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Oh, no, there was, I think his name was Luke.
Oh, Toby.
Toby.
did.
Toby,
That's
yeah.
right.
Toby.
All right, we're on the radio. Can we get off it?
I hope you had the time of your life.
Time of my life every time I hear that song, actually.
It really bittersweet memories actually when I hear that song. I remember when they recorded that track and when they put the mix down.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
asked,
were you there when they were doing the mix, were you?
no, they asked me to come along. I said, no, I can't stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if Green Day said to you, do you want to come on tour with us, would you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you would? Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're on tour. I mean, why wouldn't you? That'd be fun. But all I'm saying
So
is...
you'd be happy to, say you were doing Wild Turkey or something like that, you'd be actually happy to be associated with Green Day. Green Day
could open for us.
Supported by Wild Turkey.
Well, no, the way I would imagine it would be Wild Turkey back together, supported by Green Day.
And you would happily sign up Green Day as your backing up band, as your sign up sort of...
Might get a few people in.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, look, we've got to be fair here to all the Green Day fans out there, to be fair. And there are a great many of them, and I have to put my hand up and acknowledge...
Are you being fair here?
I'm being fair here, that there are a great many Green Day fans. I'm just not one of them.
Well, look, there's a couple of songs that I don't mind, actually. I just can't believe how much of it we play. That's all.
Okay.
But hey, the good news is we've got a meat fridge.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do.
We do.
It's a fridge full of meat, really.
Can I just put my glasses on there,
Yeah,
Matt?
it's a
while
Fisher
I,
& Paykel 373 litre fridge with 35 kilos worth of a quarter beast meat pack. Sorry, I kind of just did that for you.
Oh, okay. And by the way, that's a Noel Leeming summer meat raffle. Yeah. And look out for your nearest Noel Leeming clearance centre located in Glenfield, Penrose, Henderson and St. Luke's. And were you telling people to text, Matty?
Yeah, well, no, they should just call now.
Oh, call now if you want to win that.
Go on the raffle
I'll go on the raffle for it.
Yeah, and now I'm just going to play Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, Jimmy!
How good's this song?
REM there on Radio Hodak. If you're driving home at the moment, by the way, New Zealand, and you're on the motorway, just pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's I know what it's like, particularly at this time of the night, when you've got the sun blaring in through the windscreen. Maybe you're listening to Daily Bhuja.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just sort of relaxing, thinking about what you're having for dinner, but make
if
sure...
they're not listening to it, they won't hear what you're saying.
Well,
now.
that's true.
What do you think is more distracting, the listening to Daily Bhuja or
the glare of the sun?
Glare of the sun.
Well, I think the combo of the two can be very, very off-putting.
That can be... You get that sunburst, what do you call that, sun flare?
Yeah. Nightmare.
Not just motorways, rural roads.
Well, just everywhere. And it's just this time of light. You've had a long day. You've been working hard, you're relaxing, you're unwinding, your brain sort of shutting down, but just stay aware of what's going on, particularly if you're in the slow lane.
Yep.
We don't want any arse-end accidents because, frankly, there's been a few of them lately.
Nothing worse than an arse-end accident.
Every time I go home on the Northwestern Motorway, there seems to be an accident, a nose to tail, in the same place every night, Lee Hart, and it's because people just sort of switch off.
Is that the same spot you had your nose to tail?
Yes, it is, man.
Kind of a bit of a pattern there that you seem to be involved in quite a high percentage of nose to tail accidents.
Well, no, I've only been involved in one of them, but where my one happened...
But you were close enough to witness it, maybe you caused
almost
it.
every night I see another one happen in exactly the same spot. It's weird. It's really strange. So just take it easy, concentrate, and make sure you get yourselves home safely is all I'm saying.
We were talking about the band earlier, like Wild Turkey, should they get back together? And which we're talking about doing. This is my old band, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we rehearsed. We were like doing a bit of a rehearsal the other day, up on stage.
Were you in your old uniforms?
Yeah, we had the old waistcoats on, and it's got to feel real.
The tassel jacket.
And I felt this, and we had this pretty meaty, really heavy. I really dialed the sound up, and this guy comes in. I tell you, he looked at us and goes, "Geez, man, you guys are fat, man. You guys are fat." I was going, "Thanks, man." You know, and thinking he was talking about the fat sound.
Yeah, yeah.
Like PH.
Like PH fat.
Yeah, like you guys are fat, because we dialed up the bass.
Yeah, nice.
Got a real, bottom end
feedback.
sound to it. You guys are fat. And he came in and I said, well, thanks, man, I appreciate that. And it turned out he was actually a rep from Jenny Craig. And he actually was asking if we wanted to maybe lose some weight before we went on tour. I said, man, that's...
It's not very rock and roll doing a diet before going on tour.
We don't want to hear that, do you?
And
just when you think it sounded good.
you sounded
and he goes,
good.
you guys got a
you're
fat
actually
sound.
fat.
I thought we had a fat sound, and he said, no, you're just fat.
You're actually fat, yeah. Hey, well, there's nothing like going on tour to lose weight, though, mate. You know what that's like?
You're going to put weight on, though.
Are you?
I would say so.
Well, no, but you're touring all the time. You're doing a high-energy show every night. You'll be losing weight, mate.
I'll be sitting on a stool.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're listening to Daily Bhuja. Plenty more coming up after 6.
KFC presents Bhuja, the three-piece quarter pack of New Zealand radio.
The Matt and Jerry Show.
I think paper, rock, scissors is actually quite good because there's a skill in it. Like, there's some luck involved, but
I know exactly what you'll go for. Oh, guarantee I'll beat you.
Okay, you ready?
Knew it. Rock. You would always go for rock. Oh, you beat me because I did scissors. I knew you were going for rock and I still got it wrong.
Matt Heath and Jeremy Wells for breakfast. Weekdays at 6 and 24/7 on iHeartRadio.
This is Bhuja with Lee Hart and Jason Hoyt.
Hell yes, it is, and Robert and Noche, don't forget about that. I just had a vision, actually, Lee Hart, of, because we were talking about Bhuja Palooza yesterday, I think it was, and getting that all organised. All these people that would be very excited about Wild Turkey, getting together and going, let's get all the lads together, let's, have a few wackachangies and go to the concert, have this really big, awesome gig, it's going to be high energy, pumped, and then you guys, the whole band, just basically playing an acoustic set on stools.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not quite as rock and roll as it used to be.
It'll still be sort of electric, but we're sitting on stools because I might even be Lazy Boys.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, that would be great. I'd come and watch that. That would be... And
playing the drums from a Lazy Boy as your chair.
Just chilling out, just relaxing.
Yeah, but that's rock and roll, mate. You've got to... As long as it sounds good. But I'm pretty sure we can get in shape by then.
Well,
when you've got a goal.
You've been working pretty hard out of the gym, haven't you?
That's right.
How's that been going for you, by the way?
Not bad.
Yeah. How about you, Matty? Because you like to work out a fair bit.
Yeah, well, it's a bit rusty getting back into it after that trip away.
You haven't been to the gym since you've been back yet, have you?
Oh, a couple of times. I spewed both times, but I've got to get that Fiji bod ready.
There's nothing like a gym chunder. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When you've just been working out so hard that you just do the big gym power chuck.
Yeah, so this last couple of weeks sort of been trying to get that Fiji bod in line for Fiji next week. You know what I've realised?
It's too late.
That ship sailed, yeah.
Yeah. You're better off now just focusing on the tan.
Yeah.
Well, we were doing an ACC video yesterday for the Alternative Commentary Collective, and I had to wear shorts, and it was not a good sight for anyone, Matt. I mean, my legs are pretty crap house anyway, but especially first time, just straight out of winter, terrible sight.
See, I reckon,
and I was wearing massive Crocs as well.
I reckon what you should be wearing is the big, like Puss in boots that go right up
my calf,
go all the way right up to your Right up to your...
with a little fold-over flap sort of thing.
Right up to your thighs.
Yeah, mate. Well, actually, my thighs aren't too bad.
There you go.
It's just that my calves are pathetic because I had a disease for a long time when I was a kid called osteomyelitis, Matt. You don't know this story about me, do you?
It wasn't the chlamydia that gave it to you.
I was in hospital for a long, long time. I was very lucky to walk, and so I have very embarrassing legs.
Is it kind of like Forrest Gump?
Well, no, they're just very skinny. And I've noticed because I wear, the tight jeans, Lee. The tight-fitting jeans.
It's hard to miss those.
One half of my right leg has been sheared of hair, so it's just nude. It's like I've waxed one half of my leg. It's not a good look, man.
Didn't you used to pad your jeans out when you put them on, like with toilet paper and stuff?
Oh, certain areas I did, yeah. No, it was more of a flannel. Just put a flannel down. Wish I had your legs, Matt.
Well, these old things.
They're great. They're good, sturdy man legs. Should we go to a song, maybe? Maybe a bit of Modest Mouse.
That'd be good, actually.
That'd be very good. Thank you.
Very uncomfortable.
Don't you worry, we'll all float on. All right. Float on.
Modest Mouse there on Radio Hodaki Wednesday afternoon.
Just look at the text machine here. A lot of text coming in now. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work.
Top notch.
You guys are fantastic. Love your energy. You guys are oh shit, this is ZM's text. Hold on. I'll just get on there.
Oh, do you get those as well?
Yeah, the wrong page is flipped up.
Mate, I remember it was about a month ago, and I was reading the text, and we were getting so many good texts, and I was thinking, my confidence was up, and I was thinking, this is brilliant. People are loving the show, blah, blah, blah. And then I realised the same thing. It was bloody ZM's text.
Yeah, that's right.
God.
And you flick back to our text machine, and the first one you read is, you can shove your show up your ass.
Yeah, you guys suck.
It's a big come down. But, no, generally they're pretty positive at this point. Yeah. Hi, guys. Top-notch radio right there.
What we just did then? Or
well, that's what they wrote. That was from Broyne.
How long ago did he send that?
About 12 minutes ago.
Oh, listen, speaking of text, did we manage to get a death notice in for our mate, the Morse coder?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Anderson. Sergeant Anderson,
Peter Anderson.
Sergeant
Peter Anderson,
who was the used to run the wireless radio system during World War II. Big fan of this show.
Yeah, big fan.
Passed away yesterday while he was texting us. And
not after he texted us.
Well, just after,
because he got the text out.
I think he was trying to send a second text though. Only sort of half came through.
And that's why Laura sent through that one.
His daughter Laura
sent a text going, "Sorry guys, my father's just passed on. He's still a big fan of the show. Thanks for all you've done for him." But yeah, the services on the Friday. I didn't put a message in that. I think it's up to the family to do that.
Oh yeah, I know, but anyone can put in a death notice in terms of he was one of our biggest fans. What was he? 93.
Yeah, at least.
It'd be nice just from a team point of view to acknowledge Peter and
from a broadcasting.
From a broadcasting perspective, because he was one of the pioneers of Morse code, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And did a lot of work on that sort of stuff. And it's kind of eerie and sad at the same time that he sent us that text, and then 10 minutes later,
1 minute he's 50, 60, 70 years ago, he was tuning in, trying to listen to Japanese U-boats or German U-boats.
Yeah.
Next minute, he's listening to Bhuja. Big difference.
Which do you think he made more sense from?
Don't know. Which did he get more satisfaction from? Who knows?
Yeah. Hey, here's Sex and Candy, Marcy Playground.
Hanging round. Yeah, mama, this must be my dream.
Marcy Playground, Radio Hodaki, Wednesday afternoon, Bhuja.
Tell you what, around the country, it's great that the weather's starting to overall start to get better.
Yeah, it is
starting to
nice.
get a bit of a sense of summer, and the barbecue comes out, of course, and you start to spend a lot more time outside, cooking with the family outside. And
doing your veggie patch.
That's right. Around about this time of year, I dig up the hot plates, and rotate them on, and it's...
What do you mean you dig up your plates?
The barbecue hot plates from last year.
What, you bury them?
Yeah, well, don't you do that?
No.
Well, my barbecue hot plates, at the end of the year, they're covered in grease and
yours
fat.
are shocking.
Well, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Then I'll go bury them shallow, only about six inches deep, in the back of the lawn there, the grill and the hot plate.
Yeah.
Bury them there, and around about this time of year, I'll go recover them, clean as a whistle. Nature has basically worked on them, got all that grease and fat off them. They're like brand new. Give them one hose down, straight back on the barbie, beautiful, ready to go.
Wow, that's incredible. Do you do the plates at the same time that you bury your winter wardrobe? Is that how you
cycle? Yeah.
Okay. So you dig up your summer wardrobe.
Yep.
And you bury your plate. Oh no, you dig up your plates.
Yep. Well, I'll get the plates out and the summer wardrobe, and then I'll put the winter wardrobe back in the hole where the summer
wardrobe
was. I've got
was.
all that wardrobe space.
Yeah.
Back again, but it's beautiful, amazing. A barbecue plate's full of grease and fat. You can clean it as many times as you like, still dirty. Buried in the ground for 8 months, 6 months. Nature will look after that.
Yeah, well, all the insect life and so forth underneath the soil would be, the worms would be hoeing into it. Have a bit of a barbecue feast.
One rinse, beautiful, straight back on the hot plate, straight out on the barbie.
What do you think, Matt?
Top tip.
Well, then you got to build up all that flavour, because it doesn't add flavour having all that greasy stuff on your plate.
Wow, trust me. Once you start cooking again,
you didn't bury your Eco Lodge plates though, because Terry the rat was.
No, that's an issue then.
I told you I cooked my Christmas ham on your barbie up at the Eco Lodge, didn't I?
Go well?
Yeah, it was good, man.
Great.
It was actually really nice. Put the glaze on, put the lid down, cooked it very slowly over a long period of time.
Yeah. Like weeks or?
Oh, no, just in an afternoon. No, put it on in the morning and just let it go for a couple of hours.
Okay, not that slow then.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, another quick top tip if you've got time. Like a business idea I've been thinking about.
Do you want the sting?
Yeah, if you could.
Jason Lee's top tips.
What do you think about this as a bit of a concept? We talked about I was recovering everybody's half-drunken milk and making cheese out of it as a business. How about this? We talked about it earlier on, leftovers, macaroni cheese, fish pie. A lot of families every day are throwing out a lot of food down the compactor, in the bin, whatever. I have a van that goes around communities, gets all this food. All right? Doesn't matter what you've got. Doesn't matter if it's macaroni cheese. I don't care if you've had steak. You get the whole lot.
Yes.
It all goes into one big vat, gets mixed up, everything, into a big powder, and we make biscuits out of it, like protein, nutrition biscuits. Okay, like you could almost say like dog food, but this is human food, and you can package these, and you can get a whole meal in a biscuit, and this can go to people that don't have that much money, this sort of stuff, but they're tasty. Anyone can have them. What do you think?
Stupid idea.
Why?
It's just a stupid idea.
It sounds like dog biscuits.
Yeah,
it does.
Sounds awful. And
But why
too
is
many
it-
flavours.
No, but you just be once you've got
Matt, go to the song, please.
So many
That
flavors.
was a stupid
it'll
idea.
be a homogenized
That
flavor.
was a stupid
It'll be
idea.
protein.
Matt, go to the song, please.
Space food.
I'm a match, she can't see.
Tom Petty there, you're listening to Daily Bhuja on Radio Hodeki.
I miss Tom.
I tell you what, coming into summer, Lee Hart, you planning on doing any fishing over the break, mate?
Yeah, I'd like to get out there and get the rod out.
Because last time I came around to your place, of course, you were doing a bit of
I
work.
had the rod out then, didn't I?
Yeah, but you were doing a bit of work on your skiff, getting
Yeah,
a bit
that's right.
getting the barnacles off and stuff.
You caught me by surprise. Actually, you showed up, left the front door open. I had the rod out.
Yeah.
You walked in.
Yeah.
And God, I was kind of embarrassed, because you don't often practice your casting in the back lawn by yourself. You feel a bit of a dick when someone comes in. You caught me.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I actually used to go down to our local park and practice my fly fishing there. You know what I mean? Just to have that space to really get the good arc in the air.
Yeah, I used to go down the local fish and chip shop, actually, and just sit there and look at the poster, of what fish look like. That's how I learnt how to fish.
Yeah.
I got most of my fish knowledge from the fish and chip shop. They've got that poster that says Gurnard.
Yes.
Hokey.
Snapper.
That's right. And I learnt all the fish from that and watching people make their orders.
Hey, mate, speaking of fishing, have you heard about this amazing marine deals wet dream?
No.
Well, mate, you could be experiencing the most amazing weekend on the Three Kings Island, a fishing mecca, of course.
20 grand's worth.
20 grand's worth of prizes.
A bit of music behind this.
Oh, you don't need to. Enter your Wet Dream fishing team along with all your details at hodaki.co.nz. I'll be leaving Monganui Harbour on the 1st of May and returning on the 5th of May next year. As Maddie said, a value of 20 grand, man. Woo! So enter now at hodaki.co.nz, and I believe we're making the draw for that on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting times for everyone involved.
Didn't you get a shag once when you were doing your casting?
I've caught quite a few birds in my time, yeah. I mean, flying birds.
That was the story.
Didn't you get a shag? You got a shag that time we never actually headed out fishing. Remember, the weather was so bad we had to stay at the hotel.
Yeah, I did too.
Got a couple of shags that night.
Yeah, I did too. God, it was a night to remember, wasn't it?
Takes you back. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
6 months ago.
3 weeks.
Bhuja.
Weezer there on Radio Hodaki. Oh my God, Lee Hart, is it Kiwi Pong this weekend?
Yes, it is, mate.
The
Yes, it
17th
is.
of November at the Auckland Town Hill. Is that where the Kiwi Pong's happening, Lee
Are
Hart?
you okay for rehearsal on Friday night? Bit of a practice here?
No.
mate? You can't do it?
No.
How about early Saturday morning? We're going to have a rehearsal.
What do you mean? You mean practice as a team? You
Yeah,
mean?
practice as a team.
Mate,
You don't go play double squash
I'm
or
one of
doubles
those-
tennis if you don't practice at some point.
I'm one of those amazing sportsmen that actually excels when I don't practice. And what I've found is the more that I actually practice something, the less good I am at it.
Okay, I'll
if
see
that
you
makes
there.
any sense.
So I'll see you at the Kiwi Pong on Saturday around about midday. We'll have a bit of a run
Yeah, well, that
through.
gives me a chance on the Saturday morning to get my wrist all warmed up.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll
Mine will probably warmed up already by then, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, you warm yours up as soon as you sort of get into the day, really, don't you?
Well, that's why I wear the wristbands.
Yeah.
Keep them warm.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing to have flexible wrists, particularly if you're playing Kiwi Pong.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm going to be doing the backhanders as well.
And what's the story? Can people still get along or what? We've got tickets? Or what's
Yeah,
gonna
well, we've
happen?
actually got a double pass now if people want to text in for it.
Well, text in 3483 if you want a couple of tickets to the Kiwi Pong. Maybe you might even get the chance to take on Lee and I at the Kiwi Pong table, Lee Hart.
That'd be good.
Very good. You're going to play as well, Matty?
Oh, I'm on bloody air on Saturday
Oh, of
afternoon.
course you are.
Myself and Shuey Louie are going to be on from 3 till 7, so I could maybe cross to
You
you
get
guys.
down early.
You can get down early.
12 to 3.
Yeah, and then I could give you guys a call on air maybe, see what's happening.
Yeah.
Sure, mate. Sounds
Actually,
good.
just send Shuey down.
Yeah, just send
What, no?
Louise. Yeah.
What about me?
No, just send Louise. That'll be
We
fine.
see a lot of you anyway.
Yeah, we see you every day, mate.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a laugh though, the boys.
Nah, just
down
send
there.
Louise.
Every pretty boys there.
Just send Louise, mate.
It's Louisa.
Oh, Louisa. Yeah. Just send Louisa.
Shuey Louie.
Or Shuey Louie.
Shuey
Just
Louie,
send,
yeah.
just send her.
You don't want me to come down too? It'll be a bit of
No,
a
we'll be
laugh.
fine. Just send her. It'll be good. Louisa. Hey, let's take a break. This is Bhuja.
All right.
Bhuja with KFC.
Thanks very much for listening to the show, New Zealand. As Lee said at the start of the show, without you, there's just no point to this. I mean, it's a totally pointless exercise if three men are sitting in a studio talking to themselves.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And it's amazing how many people have texted in saying, I'm not listening.
Yeah, throughout the show. But I tell you
I
what,
wouldn't
it's
say it
been
was a waste of time though. It was just sort of sitting around talking crap, having a couple of beers.
yeah, well, I suppose
Oh,
so,
it's not
actually.
a waste of time.
It's one
Yeah,
of my favourite pastimes, really.
Yeah.
If you can get paid for it, why not?
Being paid.
It's interesting, actually, when you think of radio sometimes, it's like a musical. It's like a good story being interrupted with songs.
What,
You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. A musical has got songs.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, though. A musical
Oh, I see,
really
yeah.
is really just a chat that's been interrupted with songs.
Now that you put it that way, I hate musicals.
So do I. I
Willy
despise
Wonka.
them.
Why was Willy Wonka a musical?
I don't know. I hate them.
The mother just breaks into song when she's in a crap mood. It
I
makes no
still
sense.
like
to me.
Jesus Christ Superstar. I thought that was great as a musical.
Yeah, Jesus Christ Superstar was pretty good, but the rest, no, thanks very much. It's just a play ruined by people singing in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bugger that.
You know Willy Wonka though, when the mum's doing the washing and then she just breaks into
Yeah,
song
yeah.
when she's in a somber mood. Like who the hell does that?
Or
Yeah.
the washing or breaking the song?
I often
Both.
sing when I do the washing.
All right, I'll give you that.
Hey, what's coming up in the night show, Night Wolf?
Oh, it's a big show tonight. You'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a humdinger. I'll tell you right now. Muse, the works.
Good stuff, mate.
It's going to be great times.
Hey, New Zealand, you take it easy out there. We're going to call it a night for the night, and we'll be back again tomorrow on the Thursday for the big Thursday.
Big Thursday. It's not 3 for Thursday, is it?
No, well, after the 2 for Tuesday, no.
Okay.
Bogsy said no.
Yeah,
Take
no
care out
worries.
there, New Zealand. Bhuja to you.
Everyone set a course for adventure. You might